Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 years of implementing the National Target Program on building new style rural areas, thanks to the joint efforts and consensus of the Party Committee, the authority at all classes of people, the appearance of rural areas in the province has undergone many changes. Remarkably, the system of rural roads has been asphalted, concreted, and hardened, determining that the development of transport infrastructure is an important foundational factor and creates a driving force to a more socio-economic development of the locality, contributing to the achievements of targets in new rural construction. The administrations of district, town, and city have directed locality to proactively mobilize concentrated capital resources for investment from the state and capital from the people to build, repair, and deploy transport infrastructures.
In 2022, the administrator have 6 more communes which will complete the National Target Program on new rural construction, including Tân Phú, Tân Châu District, Lộc Ninh, Dương Minh Châu District, Long Giang, Bến Cầu District, Thành Tây, Tân Biên District, Trí Bình and Đồng Khởi, Châu Thành District. In the past years, the traffic system in these communes has been invested and built, but still not met the standard. In 2022, as implementing the new rural construction plan from the provincial budget and reciprocal capital from the people, localities have focused on investing in building socio-economic infrastructure in their areas, in which capital source is mainly invested to build rural roads. In Lộc Ninh Commune, Dương Minh Châu District, currently 14 out of 19 criteria have been met. 5 criteria to strive to meet standards in 2022, including criterion number 2 on traffic, criterion number 5 on schools, criterion number 6 on cultural facilities, criterion number 7 on rural commercial infrastructure, and criterion number 17 on environment. As for the traffic criterion, the whole commune currently has 69 roads, most of which are still earth roads. In the rainy season, the roads are muddy, making it difficult for people to travel and transport goods. When implementing the Rural Transport Development Program with the motto, the state supports the people implement, the party committees, authorities, and mass organizations in the commune have promoted propaganda and education for people to clearly understand their interests, responsibilities, and obligations in rural transport development. Motivate, encourage, and call on economic sectors, especially enterprises operating in the commune, to participate and contribute to road construction. In particular, in 2022, the commune will gather on resources on building a seamless traffic structure system. Regarding traffic criterion, now the investment preparation work has been completed, and the total number of routes to be about to invest in 2022 is 38 routes, of which 1 commune route, 5 hamlet ones, 5 village ones. The rest are infill traffic routes. As for the budget, the province support for implementation is 41 billion Việt Nam đồng.
Hỗ trợ chúng ta thực hiện là tổng kinh phí vốn là 41 tỷ.
With the motto "The state and the people work together," the movement of rural road construction in Lộc Ninh Commune has attracted a large number of people from all walks of life to participate, creating a spreading effect and positive changes in the social community. Previously, this road had potholes and was difficult to work, and then everybody mobilized together to donate land and be willing to contribute materials and capital to build a road. It is calculated that in this area there are also nearly 100 hectares of agricultural production land. This road is made. It is very convenient for farmers to transport goods and agricultural products, and also save labor and material for farmers. In this hamlet, there are nearly 700 households. What people really want is that the roads are concreted so that their children can go to school, while everybody can travel easily. Moreover, the social phase is also more progressive. The people of Lộc Trung hamlet are also very willing to donate land or clear away trees and land by themselves to build rural roads. In 2022, Jibin Commune Châu Thành District is also one of 6 communes striving to complete the province national targets program on building new rural areas with a support capital of about 85 billion Vietnam dong from the national targets program on new rural construction to build infrastructure works such as schools, cultural houses and roads, of which 32 traffic routes in the commune will be concreted and asphalted in this year. Currently, the Department of Transport has come up to agree with the Commune's People's Committee to review the roads. Currently, the commune has 69 roads. However, the funding for implementation from the district budget is limited, so it only focuses on building the key routes firstly, then continuing to invest in the remaining routes. These roads will be mainly invested by the district. The district project management board has already issued a document sent to the commune to request reparation for site clearance. For the road switches, they mobilize people to cut them down to hand over the land for construction. Along with completing the inter-regional and inner-regional traffic system, in the process of implementing traffic criterion in new rural construction, Jibin Commune has also focused on developing an inner-field traffic network to its production area, ensuring the most favorable conditions for the production, transportation, and consumption of agricultural products for farmers. In this year, for building a new countryside, the Party Committee and People's Committee of Jibin Commune has a plan to upgrade the inner field roads in the commune. The roads that were invested previously but were damaged will be repaired, while the roads which were already regraded, they will be newly constructed for people to conveniently travel. In the commune, there are about 15 inner field traffic routes, which will be repaired and upgraded this year. Mobilize field located in Summerton Hamlet, with an area of about 300 hectares, is a rice-growing area of Jibin Commune. Previously, this area had no roads, so it was very difficult for people to transport agricultural products. Since the inner-field transportation system here was built, on difficulties and hardships in agricultural production of the people have been greatly reduced. It can be seen that after 12 years of implementing the National Targets Program on new rural construction, the rural transport system in the province has received attention and investment not only to serve the needs of travel, transportation of goods, but also as leverage to change the faces of rural areas. Rural traffic infrastructure is strongly developed, ensuring a harmonious connection with the national highway network, provincial roads while meeting the travel needs of the people and creating a driving force to attract investment in the development of industrial production, agricultural services, promoting rural economic restructuring, contributing to helping localities accomplish the goal of building a new countryside. The new rural construction program in general and rural roads in particular is a comprehensive and long-term program. If the authorities at all levels pay attention, deploy the direction regularly, closely and persistently in the goals, carry out the propaganda work well, make the people understand the program's purpose and meaning properly, promoting the role of ownership by participation, discussion, suggestion, contribution of labor and properties, as well as proactively performing tasks that will achieve positive results. Therefore, the completion of the goal of all communes, meeting the new rural standards in terms of rural traffic criterion in the coming time, requires party committees and authorities at all levels to drastically implement and effectively build rural roads according to the proposed plan for the period of 2021-2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the duration of building new rural areas in Tay Ninh province reported by Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station wraps up. Goodbye for now.